Shija, the linesman, the second referee. Out. We keep on giving out some of the information for you to grasp. We are watching Gwer against the Katsina team, and it is 1 goal to the Katsina and no goal to Gwer.
Okay. But we use okay. Okay, now one something that you post over there. Actually, okay, but we want to do it. It's okay. Catch me once. We want to.
1, 2,
1, 2, 1, 2. And so as we begin to watch this, as we continue to watch the match, it is very, very contesting to see that the two teams seem to know each other and the philosophy of their game, and that makes a very wonderful watch this afternoon as we begin to see, even though the Katsina team has had an edge over their opponents by virtue of the goals scored, the fight and the struggle of who is going to win the match is really going to be more promising. A wonderful ball control. And the goalkeeper, the Katsina-Ala goalkeeper, Helene Nongo, jersey number 1. Ala Mimido, jersey number 5 for the defense, ensuring that there are no leakages for the side. Good control. And then she came on so laughable. What a control by the Katsina-Ala player. Katsina-Ala in blue. And the Gwer was looking like Real Madrid. And then we see that. 1 goal to Katsina. No goal to Gwer. Katsina in blue. Gwer in white. We are in the first half. I know that the flight ambassador is the match commissioner today. And that is a great defending. Gwer having the cool down, they have a proceedings. And the ball goes out. We have had a series of matches. This is the 10th of the day. All an appetizer to the main match of the day, Vandika against Akatu, which is going to come up after this very match we're watching. This is Katsina making proceedings, and this is the referee Wayne's play on. And a kick, and the goalkeeper is still on the line. The defender takes it away, and it's a throw-in for the Gwer team. The referee comes to see things for herself. What really is the issue that leaves the player on the ground? As she comes, it is a fair play. She allowed to have it its way. It is 1 One goal to Katsina, no goal to Gwer West. Scored very early by jersey number 10, Savior Shija. Jersey number 10. Let's begin to look at the action-packed match. This is Katsina making proceedings, and the player fouls. It is right in the presence of the center of the referee as she makes that decision, and then a set piece is going to be arranged for the goal scorer who has been fallen. And that is done. One goal to Katsina and a set piece to the advantage of the team. Now, here we go. And then the goalkeeper. She was almost late on one step. That would have cost the team. It was a great defending of the defender doing a great job. And then the ball is given back to the player, the goalkeeper. It is already an epoch-making event that the Gboko Tarka Stadium is hosting the grand finale of the multiple matches of the grand finale of this wonderful event, the Governor's Cup. Never before in the history of this state that the Governor's Cup grand finale is played at the Tarka Stadium. Since 1976, when the state had a division from Benue Plateau. And this is the goal scorer trying to have her way, and the great defender would not allow that to happen. Knowing very well she has been a very dangerous player, saw the back of the net from afar this afternoon, dividing the two teams in a jiffy. And that division stands out, putting the team an edge over their opponents. One goal to Katsina in blue, and no goal to Gwer in white. You are just arriving. And look at the Katsina team are still fighting and looking for a security goal. A goal that will give them a better lead. And here is the Gwer defenders. Oh, the Gwer defenders are coming to clear the ball away. And Katsina still possess the ball. And they are playing among themselves. And that is it. And Gwer now. The ball goes out. And this is the goalkeeper coming. And then she came and the contact was erroneous. However, they got something from there. Already a corner has been given against the team. It means they have survived a move. And here goes the corner for Katsina. And here goes the corner. And then the Gwer defenders are really no nonsense. And they see that and you see the ball goes out. You have a throw to make. The Katsina, who have an edge over their opponents by virtue of the one goal scored by Savior Shija, jersey number 10. And that is a great defending the Gwer's defender. It was very sensational to see Savior. She just scored from afar. And that was very, very fantastic. She makes the contact and she still gets one. And then the goalkeeper have the ball now. It is Gwer now. It is the Katsina defenders. They give the ball out to Gwer West. The striker is looking for who to give the ball to. And then it is a 50-50 team. Whoever takes the ball, Gwer takes the ball now. Gwer goes, and then the ball is given to Katsina. And then Gwer plays. Gwer West defender. And then the goal scorer comes. And then Gwer West defender takes the ball out. She still gets the ball now. So good. Gwer West, I see Gwer West gaining their grounds now. They are almost getting the ball from 1 minute to the other. This is a great defender. Wonderful skills. And then the goalkeeper of the Katsina, who have been on holiday, find the ball once upon a time. Gwer West suffering a 1-goal deficit. And then Katsina. And then the goal scorer. And that was a great defending. They took the ball. And this is Gwer West making their runs. And the two of them meet. And both of them have fallen. The referee has no issue with the two of them falling. And she really has to address a situation on ground where one of the players fails to come up from the encounter. Not really a set piece or an infringement upon her play there for the fact that she was left on the ground. You are just arriving at the Tarka Stadium. We are watching the grand finale of the Governor's Cup of the 2024/2025 of the female category. After which we will watch Vandika Agatu of the male category. It is 1 goal to Katsina, no goal to Gwer West. We're in the first half of the match. See Sunday Jonathan, the former BCC Lions. And Katsina fighting. I see the philosophy of the team, Katsina. And then the goalkeeper went too far to make trouble. She took the ball outside of the box.
I think there is an error there. There is an error there. The goalkeeper just take on the ball outside of the box.
And that I think it is really laughable. She ought to have known, but maybe she has been taken over by the pressure that ensues. She went outside of the box and picked the ball, and then the now made her to begin to talk, and all that. But whatever it is an infringement, and Katsina are ready to do that.
That is seriously against our team. Now I pray that will cause them any goal again, because they're already 1 goal down.
And now look at.
Oh yeah! Oh no! They have not only escaped once again.
This is the proceedings. This is the keeper. This is the proceedings and the team. The team. I see a great number of the Katsina team. Angela Anandi, jersey number 8. Another player to watch. Another player to watch. It is I can see Coach Emmanuel Oka just arriving, the former national player, my national coach of Riput, arriving this arena. It's so good. Katsina, who have 1 goal in their kitty, they have the ball to throw. Joy Shum, jersey number 11. Joy Shum makes a throw and she has to do that again. And now Joy Shum forward the ball through a throw in, and then she heads the ball back again. And the ball goes. She comes again, and she does that again. The referee wants to address that once and for all. Maybe some of the rules will be given out to her. She may have known that the match situation is something else. Helen, okay, the goalkeeper, Ajodote. Now look at the infringement. Set piece played, and this is a goal.
You see, your team, I must tell you that number 14 Shede has capitalized on the mistake made by the Gwer's goalkeeper.
That time we number 14 were bench now.
You see,
what is in here? 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was very sensational.
Number 34 Shede from the side of Katsina-Ala have capitalized on the mistake made by the Gwer's goalkeeper. I've taken a sensational free kick there, and the ball went straight to the goal post for another goal for Katsina-Ala girls. Doctor, what do you have to say?
I see a Katsina-Ala team that is very optimistic. I see the optimism that they play with. They come and they are so focused about goal scoring. So it's going to be very difficult for the Gwer West. Gwer West girls are really focused too, but they have a broken focus most of the times because of the situation they found themselves in. So they really have to cool down, and then the midfield works for them.
You see, you can't come to the finals of this kind of competition and commit that kind of error, you will get punished. And that was exactly what happened there when Ajiodote, the goalkeeper of Gwer West, made that error of holding the ball outside of the box. And there was a kick there, and the Katsina-Ala girls could not hesitate but punish her team with that wonderful thunderbolt and free kick that went straight into the back of the net. And I must tell you that we are seeing the repetition of what happens here in the morning when Katsina-Ala boys defeated Apatotel in the third place match. And the Katsina-Ala girls are doing same situation report here at Tarka Stadium. The finals of the female category of the Governors Cup 2024. Katsina-Ala girls Gwer West 0.
And so that was a great one. We been working together, and I want you to know that the situation is just as that of the Katsina team who the last match we watched here between Katsina and the Apathy, man. It was so good when we saw that. We saw the fight back, and then we can see what. And so that was a Mimido Mke goal from the other side to the pole. The woodwork had to answer for her, and they really got 2 goals now. And so that we have the Katsina throw that is right in the goal area.
Halftime.
And so that is what a defending. What a defending from there.
You can see the kind of celebration going on at the stand by Katsina-Ala fans. I think for them the cup is won already. They are shouting on top of their voices at the background there. For the 2 goals the team has scored so far. I think the goalkeeper of Gwer West, Asa, has to learn some lessons on there. The Gwer West girls are aging close, but that goalkeeper have taken the ball away for a corner kick.
We have a corner to watch here. Gwer West about to make that contact. We want to play. It will be a very good one for the Katsina. They won the 10th place against Apa, and the female team is having 2 goals ahead of their opponents. And you see the Katsina team enjoying possession of the ball. The Katsina team enjoying possession of the ball. And the goalkeeper, here she comes again. And she makes a contact. And then the defender did a great defending. And then she uses, I think that was a great one.
I think the Gwer West goalkeeper could not repeat that mistake again. He was able to parry that ball using her legs. And then he saved the team from that danger.
It is the first half. It is the 2 goals dividing the 2 teams. Katsina having scored 2 times against Gwer West. We have 2 trophies, giant trophies, one for the female, and then the other for males. Katsina in blue and Gwer West in white. They are being led by 2 goals to 0. The referee is going to be telling us when to go on break. You are watching the Governor's Cup final at the Tarka Stadium, the female category between Katsina and Gwer West. Katsina 2, Gwer West 0. Katsina in blue and Gwer West in white. is a tackle. And the player is still on the ground and needs to be attended to. It is the first half, and the Katsina team want to continue. And there's something about the midfield they have. The Katsina team looks very friendly in the midfield. The possession, they really fight for the possession of the ball all the time. And when they gain that, they make some very advantageous moves to make sure they do something with that. This is a shot at goal. Oh, that was a great shot at goal from the striker of the Gwer West. Fate of its kind since the match began. Then the goalkeeper parried away, and there was a defender to ensure it never went away for a corner. And this is and the team C holds the ball. Katsina. The Governor's Cup favors Katsina. The male category won the 10th place position against Apart by 2 goals to 0. And
that is half time. Whistle blown by the referee. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us here at the Tarka Stadium, you are witnessing the finals of the female category of the 2024 Governor's Cup. Gwer against Katsina-Ala. Katsina-Ala against 2. Gwer nil. The central referee, instead the referee has just blown a whistle for a half-time. I want to go on one of the veteran footballers here in the history of Benue State, Master Tefa Abaya, to come here at the commentary stand for a brief discussion. If Tefa Abaya is here, he should meet us at the commentary box. Tefa Abaya, if you wouldn't mind, please join us at the commentary section. We want to meet you. So brief us on the happenings here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome our guest here at the commentary box, a veteran footballer in the history of the state. Tefa Abaya, you're welcome to the commentary.
Thank you.
So far, you have watched the ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest here at the commentary section, a well-known personality in the sports arena in Benue State. Can we meet you, Tefa Abaya?
Yes.
Can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
So my name is Mr. Coach
just witnessed everything that is happening in the series of today's Governors Cup at just Tarka Stadium. May you please give us your assessment of this Governors Cup 2024.
Thank you very much. I don't have much witness. This is the best Governors Cup I've ever witnessed. It's been long I witnessed something like this, especially in Gboko. This is the first time or this time. And it's a good development.
Thank you very much. The match we're just witnessing now is the female category of this tournament. What
It's a good thing because this is the first time is doing well. I also believe that by God's will we are going to have Benue Queen because we don't have football team as Benue. Benue States are hard to have a team on Sunday. So they know the name that they will give it. It's good. It will be a good development. Thank you.
we're having, for the first time, Governors Cup here in Gboko since 1976, and I think that is a wonderful initiative. The governor of Benue State, as an experienced footballer, what do you say? This a nice initiative.
I don't say it's a good one. The Benue Queen of 1970 is a good development for Gboko footballers.
You can see the performances of Lobby Stars Football Club in the Premier League. As former Lobby Star, are you proud of? If no, what do you think is the solution of the problems facing Lobby Stars Football Club?
I can't really say, but it can happen in football. At times you have a good season, at times you have a bad season. It's a good one. As a Benue person, I can never ever pray that Lobby Stars will go to relegation. So I'm praying that they should come up.
The last question before you go, Master Tefabaya. You played in Benue State here, both at the local level and at the professional level. Can you briefly, in a jiffy outline, your contribution to the football in Benue State?
I told you that up to now I'm coaching and the names of boys. There are many of them. I do my own contact. I have played the national level to I'm trying to give what I got to the youth in return.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our brother Tefabaya for that brief interaction with us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just coming in, you are commentary coverage on the finance of the female category of the Governor Cup 24, organized by the Benue State government under the leadership of His Excellency Reverend Father, and in this finance, Katsina-Ala are leading. Goes to the Gwer West, and I will allow the lead commentator, John Tim, to have a brief media chat with one of our guests here this afternoon. John Tim, over to you.
Okay, George Achibe, I have a lot of respect on you. You have been in the media for quite some time. About this game, you know the game. How do you assess this game that we're watching now? You look at the Katsina-Ala girls coming so hard on the Gwer West. What is your take about that?
Okay, thank you very much, my senior man in the profession. So far so good. First of all, I will say congratulations to Benue State for a successful finishing of the 2024 Governors Cup. Uh, and I will say congratulations to Benue State Football Association for a wonderful finish. It's not been easy, and this is the first of its kind in the whole country for a state to host a tournament, the Governors Cup, that
block
is
site
both
wa me so
male and female, not just male and female. And each team, both teams are taking the same prize, same trophy, same money, price tag involved. And I think that is a huge feat coming from both the Benue State government and Benue State Football Association. Concerning the game, I'm not surprised because looking at the journey of the game, talking about Katsina-Ala, the female team, you will see that a resilient spirit coming from the young girls from the semi-finals to the final. I tipped them that they would take the trophy because from the semi-finals you could see that they had a set of players that are determined to go far. And from the semi-finals you could discover that the way they played, they got the slot for the finals. So winning the finals is nothing surprising because there are a lot of talent in the team. You could see in the center part of the game, they dominated the midfield. They know what they are doing, and so far so good. Girls child football has come to stay in Benue. I'm so glad about it. You will see yesterday in the gala award night, His Excellency promised that he'll go back and make sure that a female team is established. We already have a female team by Honey Badgers, and congratulations to them. They are already in the Premier League, the Women's Premier League, and we are making sure to see that they too belong to a team in Benue that will be proud of them someday. And I hope that it will come to pass. Looking at what has happened to the Benue female football has come to stay for good.
Okay, I think I so love that. Now you have made some notable remark about what you've seen about the Katsina team. Will you be surprised? Will you be surprised if this the result of the match is turned over? Are you going to be surprised, or do you see anything the Boy West may any surprises they may spring in the match after you have seen what you have seen?
Sorry, in football is practical. You cannot give what you don't have. The way we are playing, they are nowhere from equalizing any goal here. They have not given any goal on target. It's a near miss. No, even not near miss. I could see that the Katsina-Ala are more brutal. They are coming all out. They are taking every position of the game from the defense, the midfield, and the attack. They are all over the space. I don't see Gwe coming back. In fact, I even see more goals coming from the Katsina-Ala side in the second half of the game.
I appreciate you, George Achibe, so much for the intake, the insight about the game, and I don't know if you have any. Do you have anything to tell the Benue State government about the girl child owning a club, or what do you expect after this very competition?
Okay, thank you. It's not about the girl child
Gino,
female
move on.
football team. The question we should be asking ourselves here is consistency. Is the ability. You have a lot of talented young girls out there that are they have the passion and love. It is not what let me say it is not interest. I always tell people that interest and passion or love for things are two different things. If you have interest for something, it's only that you are going there for what you're interested. But if you have love and passion, but we have a lot of female young footballers that have love for the game and they want to play it. They want to see that they go far to put food on the table and also make their parents proud. And what I would advise the Benue State government, we shouldn't just stop here. There should be a system that these female girls are having, they are being coached from the basics, from the grassroots up to wherever they want to go. It is not just about the governor has come and gone, so all of us will go and sit at home. There should be a system. There should be something that keeps the team keep going. Like this team, like Katsina-Ala, if I'm opportune, I will also ask all the chairmen of all the local government, talking about the female team now, participating. They should keep the team. They have all it takes to keep the team. They should keep the team and make sure that the team grows. It doesn't take anything much to do that. By so doing, every local government will have a female team. It doesn't take anything at all. Take for instance, looking at Katsina-Ala female team now. If you, at the end of the finals now, you say, final don't finish, let us go and sit back. You're already killing the talent of these young girls. But if you say you keep them together, football is business. I see an insight, a wonderful goal coming from a young lady there. It's not everybody that can score, not even the males that can see such vision. That is what we call the third eye. Look at the angle that she scored that goal. So I believe if given such opportunity, I encourage all the local government chairmen to key into this, not just from the finals here and there. They should gather these girls together, keep the team so that Benue State football, talking about the female team, will be strong and will be able to contend with any team, female team in the world.
Yes, I appreciate you, Georgia Chibe. I know that, Mark, you have something to say, but I want to acknowledge the sports secretary, the man who played for DCC Junior Lions then and back to the Senior Lions. I want to talk about Damian Teunga. So we appreciate you for being around. I'm so happy to see you once again. Now, Mark, what is your take in just 30 seconds?
Please, I sincerely love what Mr. Chibe has said. I want to appreciate the team manager of that Katsina-Ala, Reverend Father Tewasi. He contributed a lot for the development of that team. If we can have a priest like that can contribute for the development of sports in Benue State, it will help matters. Not only the government, individuals, churches, institutions can do that. So I sincerely appreciate him. Moreover, in the next edition, the governor as well as the FA should make it possible that all the local governments participate in this final governance call.
Yes. Thank you so much. That was a great one. Okay, we are back from the break. As you can see,
Our president
PJ, to the stadium. We are back into the game again. We are back from the break, and you can see that the two teams are back into the business of the day. A struggle that left the other team go back into the tunnel with 2 goals against. We are back to see the last 45 minutes.
We recognize the presence of the Commissioner of Education and Knowledge Management, Dr. Frederick Khan. I just arrived here at Tarka Stadium, so you are highly welcomed here this afternoon. And a lead commentator, John Tim, is giving you minute-to-minute update of what is happening here at the final game of the female category.
And so back into the game, you can see that we are back and better for the last 45 minutes. We can see the Katsina team comes back in their blue jersey and black top against the Gwer team with their 2 goals in their kitty. And see makes a lot of steps. I know that they just have to be very careful today in some of this. It must mustn't be too so strict about the whole situation. You find say about the Tarka Stadium. I beg to say, and I make bold to tell you, you are in the right place at the right time. This is an epoch-making event that a number of matches have been played on the grand finale of the 2024/2025 Governors' Cup competition. It will interest you to know that the Governors' Cup has suffered comatose state for 9 consecutive years, just for the Reverend Gentleman to bring it back again. And we are enjoying the grand finale. And the female category is on the way as you are watching. The Katsina-Ala team having 2 goals against Gwer, and we're back into the second half. The grand finale of the men's category is coming out immediately after this very match. And a lot of expectation are that the Governor of Benue State, His Excellency, Reverend Father Dr. Ilmem Alia is going to be here with us. And as you watch with a lot of expectations. Now you can see the teams that are going to lock horns this afternoon. The goalkeeper handles the ball. You can see the players are getting into the tunnel and into the dressing room to really showcase what they have. It is between Vandika and Agatu. The Agatu team passing by. It will interest you to know that Agatu is playing in Gboko and they are playing at home. They started here in Gboko. They have had a lot of fans. The fans in Gboko most of them are waiting for Agatu to support. And Agatu is coming back home to Gboko where they qualified to make their journey to come back to the grand finale of this competition. So back into the game, we see Gwer West struggling with the suffocating grips of the Katsina-Ala team. And the goal scorer wants to get the ball again and wasn't going to be possible for her. And then Gwer West cleared the ball from the defense. And that is the joy of the game. You will see a lot of people coming together. The game speaking one language. And this is Katsina. Katsina in their blue jersey fighting to see how they could make it. And so
wonderful, my brother. Compliment. Compliment. What else do I know?
And so you can see that the Katsina team is on the no-nonsense basis and a clearance that is counterproductive. And now we see that the Gwer West, Katsina, the goal scorer. And this time she never caught her intended target. Savior Shija, Jesse Nabate, who scored first for the Katsina-Ala side. This time never caught her target. Two goals to Katsina, no goal to Gwer West. We're in the second half of the female category of the grand finale. And this is Katsina. And you see Gwer West making proceedings. You see that the ball goes out and it's a throw in to Katsina. Three matches we have watched this day this afternoon. Another two about to be on the line. And this is, oh, that was a great Savior Shija, jersey number 10, who scored first this afternoon. Had an opportunity this time, failed to get her target. And you can see that. And the proceeding continues. Oh, that was. I see the Gwer team making a lot of effort. They know that if we do away with one goal, we have just one to contend with, and that will make a very great, contest between ourselves and our opponents. That is just what they've been looking for. That we really have to do that. If the midfield flows with the ball, it's going to be really good for the side. And then the Katsina team wants to keep the history. The main team scored twice against the Apa team. And the two goals stand out as a clear distinction between the two teams. Maybe the female team want to replicate that gesture. I don't know what is really happening, but they have two goals too, just as the main team had when they played in their third place match.
I think Katsina-Ala wish to make history because the male team have just secured a third place in this tournament. Our team, I can see that the female team is trying to do same.
And look at this! It is a goal!
Oh, that's a goal there! Gwer have just cancelled one goal there. Our team, what do you see?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy to see that you saw the efforts of the Gwer team, and you can I bet to say that the team will be fighting tooth and nail now. You see one of the players going spiritual at the other side, genuflecting there to really appreciate the Almighty. Now they really have to work that out now.
I think what we're seeing here is the beginning of another serious trouble here, because that equalizer mean a lot to Go West.
Not equalizer, cancellation.
The cancellation of one goal there means a lot to Go West, because
what is this magic?
they will get themselves up now and fight back to equalize. They have cancelled one goal, and I think they are looking for another goal there. And the Katsina-Ala girls have to be very careful. And that's it. Oh no, the ball has gone across the goal line for Gboko.
I want you to know that the Katsina-Ala team will really have to be very, very careful. I know that DJ will allow me to say that more clearer now. The Katsina-Ala team will be more. They will have to be very, very careful now, because the one goal is just a divider now, and if that goal is equalized, it will be around now.
I think that is the beginning of the end. As far as this game is concerned, the match is still open. One goal is not enough to go and sleep with two of your eyes closed, because from now on anything can happen. And I want to recognize the arrival of Agabimede. Agabimede is a special assistant to the governor of Benue State on market monitoring. Agabimede, you are highly welcome to the Tarka Stadium for the 2024 female finals of the Governor's Cup.
It is very interesting that one of the goals is cancelled, and I can see jersey number 10 for Katsina-Ala Xavier Shija becoming something else. She wants to see she increased the tally. Something she would have done when that other target of her had been gotten. And so a lot of dignitaries are coming in. But the match is so power-packed. I know that the right time, Dr. Yungurum, the Secretary of BAFA, is going to be doing great justice to some of these dignitaries before the match of the day began today in earnest. It's a great one, too. We have this great crowd coming at the Tarka Stadium. And the player is on the ground, DJ. And you can see that the Gwer West, having cancelled one of the goals, the Gwer West is becoming more powerful. The Gwer West girls are being more agile, and the agility is much. They have the mobility and the agility and the capability. I'm talking about ability now. All the TTT now. They're so good now. You see them coming back again. Very wonderful to fight back the situation they've had on ground. 1 goal deficit. And the Gwer West believe that they are going to level up so they could find a compromising ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome the executive chairman of Gwer West local government, Honorable Omi. Honorable Omi just arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, the arrival of Kudalia boys.
Maybe use the boss, like I said.
The arrival of Kudalia boys who will be playing the finals of the male category stage.
So go to see Sam Adingi, the former BCC Lions goalkeeper. And back into the game, the action is ongoing. As you see the players and you see the Gwer West fighting, struggling for the possession of the game.
Sam Adingi, the former goalkeeper.
The arrival of the governor of Benue State.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the announced is the arrival of the executive governor of Benue State, His Excellency, Reverend Father Dr. Hesed Omemalia, at the Tarka Stadium for the 2024 Governor's Cup Grand Finale. My call and lead MC. Over to you as we give you the proceedings at this tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment Gboko, the Benue State football community is waiting for. The arrival of the NFF president. And this is the arrival of the NFF president and the chairman of Benue State Football Association.
The NFL president
is right here. It is a true moment.
The Kudalia boys.
See our mother.
Kudalia boys who are here for the finals of the male category. I just arrived in camp. They are looking very aggressive. Mr. John Team, I must tell you that this evening is packed with actions here. And the match officials led by the NFL chairman
I do announce the arrival.
I know, successful. This is the big part.
Okay, PJ. Okay.
Chile, kwa. Chile, Chile, sasa hivi hapo unaona ngashamba.
And so you can see the action. As the
Person who just ngashamba ga. O so by kwa na go la ngwe say. Some of my even now. Why are you behaving like that?
We are not stopping your commentaries, but watch with us. Thank you. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the quadrangle J.S. Tarka Stadium here in Gboko. The stadium that over the years has been here had made name right at the time of the famous Business Alliance of Gboko. Today we're gathered here to witness the grand finale of the 2024 Benue State Governors Cup competition. We'd like to appreciate you. For a good number of us, we've been here since 7 a.m. this morning, where the first match began at 8 a.m. And up to this moment, we've witnessed the two third-place finals, while we are witnessing the female final at the moment. And as you have heard from the team of commentators, and there's another goal by Katsina-Ala local government, bringing the scores to 3 goals to 1, as a team of commentators led by John Team. We appreciate you for listening. And on the commentary stand here, I am yours sincerely, Comrade Godwin Mark Yopo. And we'll be working hand in hand with my colleague, my brother, my younger brother, DJ Spaceman, popularly known as Mr. Simon Nomyu. And at commentary point, we invite John Team to join us for the commentaries at the grand finale and the finals of the men's encounter. I'd like to announce in ensuring that the Nigerian football works stronger and stronger. Already, we are very much aware that Benue has become his second home. This is a man who, because he wanted to encourage and never wanted football in Benue to go into extinction, donated a trophy for this Governor's Cup. Today, we are privileged to have amidst of us the President of the Nigeria Football Federation, Alhaji Ibrahim Musa. So please, can we put our hands together to welcome this great son of Benue from the other mother. Thank you for coming, Mr. President. At the appropriate time, we will, as I've announced, be recognizing. And there is a saying in Tiv language, Inyam Yuachi Bahibahihura. That is to say, the bitterness of the meat, it is better at the point of its effect. And so I'd like to announce the member from Benue, who is also representing not just Benue, but the entirety of the North Central Geopolitical Zone at the Nigeria Football Federation. First, female speaker, it is part of the Sub-Saharan Africa. The Right Honorable Chief Mrs. Margaret Ichen, our mommy would like to welcome you back in. Let's give her a round of applause. We actually, for now, recognize the Charter League of all those who have connections with the Nigeria Football Federation that are here. And because we do not want to misplace the faces faces with a name, but now we recognize all the members of the entourage of the president of the Nigeria, president of Nigeria Football Federation, His Excellency Haji Ibrahim Musa Gusau. Let's put our hands together for all members of his entourage. Let's put our hands together. We'd like to also recognize very firmly the man who has changed the face of football, not just in Benue, but in entirety of the North Central geopolitical zone and Nigeria. I do not know what the president of the Nigeria Football Federation holds in stock for him, but this young man, a legal luminary, has been doing quite very well since he's coming on board as the chairman of the Benue State Football Association. Benue is moving back to life again. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome an honorific chieftaincy title holder in Benue State and chairman of the Benue State Football Association, in person of Chief Barrister Paul Ede. Please let's put our hands together for this young man. Thank you very much. I'd like to also welcome, at the moment, the President of the Honorable Commissioner for Education and Knowledge Management, the Reverend Dr. Frederick Ika. Please let's welcome him by putting our hands together. We equally have the Chartered League of Members of the Board of the Benue State Football Association. I welcome the Vice Chairman, Sir Alexander Awuna, a member of the Knight of St. John, St. Mulimba. Sir Alexander Awuna Kesem. Please let's welcome him. We also welcome Elder Honorable Francis Ichiga. We welcome you. We welcome my mom and my mommy, a former chairman of Katsina-Ala local government, the Honorable Mrs. Virginia Mazakinde. Mommy would like to welcome you. We welcome a former special security aide to the immediate past government, Super Jerry Abungu, a member of the board, would like to welcome you. Welcome former HUD in the Benue State 30th year of government, Honorable Godwin Akpa. Welcome him, a member of the board. Welcome Honorable Torante. I would like to welcome you, sir. We'd like to also welcome my brother, long-standing friend. He's also a member, he's also a luminary, Barrister Moses Ufo. In our playing days, we say USA. We'd like to welcome you. I'd like to welcome my media director, the program director of Radio Benue, a member of the board, Barrister Mrs. Owanyi Ulegede. Now I'd like to welcome you, and we're happy to welcome you. We'd like to also welcome the Chief Scribe of the Benue State Football Association, Honorable Maro Ngulon, PhD. We'd like to welcome you, and his assistant, Mr. Cephas Tseng. I'd like to welcome the technical advisor for the board, Coach Stephen Wabo. I'd like to also welcome other dignitaries that are here. I'd like to welcome the man who was the first to have founded a female football team and sponsored it in place of the Invisible Angels, Apostles, Michael Randy Chu Jr. I'd like to welcome you, sir. Thank you. I'd like to also welcome a member of the committee of the Nigeria Football Federation, Honorable Mrs. Margaret Akpo. Please, John Team, continue with Margaret. We have other dignitaries here, certainly. The commentaries must continue, so we'll do that. We'd like to clear the indulgence of all the drivers who are parked here to please repark this vehicle for they are blocking the traffic. Any moment from now, His Excellency will be arrived in this arena and will be parking where they are parked. So please.
back into the game, you can see the Gwer West female team.
Thank you,
white.
commentator, please, thank you. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me in this point in time to inform you that right in our midst today, the executive chairman, Bandika Local Government Council is right here. He is no other person, my friend, my chairman, Honorable Dennis Ekuraguda, A.K. Gudalia. Please put your hands together for chairman. He is going to take on the final bits of this beautiful competition. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we also got in our midst the PA to the Executive Governor of Benue State on local government area market coordination and monitoring, Honorable Cliff Agabimede. We thank you sincerely for being part of this epoch market event today. Ladies and gentlemen, back to commentaries. Carry on. Thank you.
So wonderful day to see it's happening at the Tarka Stadium first time since 1976 when the state get away from Plateau. And this is an epoch-making event. The female soccer grand finale of the Governor's Cup is being played at the Tarka Stadium. And then you see the Katsina-Ala team putting on blue jersey and the Gwer in white. Katsina-Ala having 3 goals while Gwer have 1. And we're in the second half of the match. Very deep time spent of the second half. It is at the Tarka Stadium. A lot of people are coming in already. The match is still ongoing. What looks like an appetizer of the rematch to be watched today between Vandika and Agatu. It's so interesting to know that Agatu is coming back to the Gboko home they've had. Out of the qualification ticket, they came and really got a lot of fans from the Gboko fans who are already standing by them. And so back into the game, Gwer in white, and then Katsina-Ala in blue. 3 goals to Katsina, 1 goal to Gwer West. In the second half, let's see and we want you to know that and so the captain of the Gwer West, she goes, she dribbles, and then she plays a shot that I don't really. It was like she made that decision out of a withdrawal from making the decision. And this is the Katsina-Ala goalkeeper. She plays the ball. Helene Nungo.
To inform you that the match has been streamlined live on YouTube or Facebook. Benue State Football Association.
The match you are watching is being streamlined on the YouTube and Facebook of the Benue State Football Association. You can follow us on the online so you can be part of this. Now you look at Gwer West changing the narrative. They have the ball still. They believe it's going to be possible for them to turn the result. And you can see where we are watching the arrival of the additional spots. I know that the justice will be done to that while the action is ongoing.
Thank you, Mr. Commentator. We'd like to seize this opportunity to acknowledge the arrival of the Honorable Commissioner for Youth, Sports, Development and Creativity. We'd like to formally welcome the presence of the Honorable Commissioner for Education and Knowledge Management, Reverend Dr. Frederick Ikiam. We also welcome the Honorable Commissioner for Cooperative and Rural Development, Honorable Mrs. Joy Ahunde Luga. Now you're welcome.
Permit me at this point in time to inform all the PAs and close associates. Please remember to submit the names of your bosses to the MCs in accordance with the spirit of this event for very special recognition. Once again, we thank you for coming into Tarka Stadium, Gboko, Benue State, the venue for 2024 Governor's Cup. You're welcome. Thank you.
Some people who are taking that because I'm being streamlined. I can't acknowledge that. Streamline for this.
I want to also write them.
Okay. Liam. Okay. Give me the name.
Of the 2024
Them no.
of the Benue State Governor's Cup. Katsina-Ala local government. The team is formally that of
Chairman will get Agala.
Avemaya Football Club is being sponsored and managed by very Reverend Father Moses Tewase, President of Katsina-Ala Diocese, and they in turn are representing Katsina-Ala local government and have today won for themselves millions of naira. Please can we give them a round of applause?
Thank you, the very finest DJ Don Honey, we appreciate you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen.